today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
When you read off Joe Burrow's numbers his last year at LSU, they almost don't even seem correct. I mean, 76% of his passes complete. That's the second best all-time at the collegiate level. Ended up throwing 60 touchdown passes, accounted for 65 touchdowns, and only threw 6 interceptions and won a national championship. Joe Burrow is not just a terrific player. He has an it factor as well, and that's what they're counting on in Cincinnati.
Green's got it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Now Burrow on first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to C.J.
13 yards on the game's opening play.
13 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
First down. Here's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. 4th in the NFL in 2018. 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
36-yard line.
Burrow will throw. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
Bengals 3, Ravens 0.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First time we get to see this Baltimore offense here, and feast your eyes on the Madden cover man, Lamar Jackson, taking the field, ready to lead them at quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Cincinnati.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Airing it out, looking for, he's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it.
Carlos Dunlap, the quarterback, forced.
He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Mixon, the Bengal ball carrier.
The numbers for Mixon last week. 14 carries, 76 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10. But he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line. Every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
On the carry.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brought down at the 42.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mixon again, the ball carrier.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to number
A.J. Green. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Set to kick off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
By the Bengals. They'll take
when a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzama. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Ridley. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. He's going to go out of bounds but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 21-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
At the 30-yard line.
On second down, Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4. I caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 9. And got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap. And that's a good start right there.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The throw over the middle taken in. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Joe Mixon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
That call makes sense because They've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 29. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
The ball carrier,
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
their own 19-yard line.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on.
And this is caught at the 20 and all the way down to the 12. A big play that time for the Ravens. 69 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Joe Burrow.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Receiver, the ball carrier. The tackle by Logan Wilson. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line. That's the end.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
6-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One
of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. He'll run it, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
31. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the
clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Burrow's
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
48-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Burrow. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
And that is incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Fournette. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
4th down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the the defense's legs are a little bit tired, he's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 46. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders.
And he can't get a throw-off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chuck Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Patrick Queen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
It's been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Defense.
Man, they got to let him play.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
38.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.